In this video, I wanted to show you the integration between Apache Nifi, Elasticsearch, and Kibana and MySQL database. I'm using Portainer to deploy an Elasticsearch cluster and an Apache Nifi cluster using Docker Compose, as well as run a MySQL container. All of these containers are on the same network. If we drill down here to our Elasticsearch cluster, we can see that this is on the 172.26 network. Our Nifi cluster stack is also on 172.26, and our MySQL container listed here is also on 172.26 network. This is important because this allows all of these containers to be able to communicate with each other, interact with each other, and in this way we'll be able to ingest data from Nifi into Elasticsearch, as well as populate our SQL database. In order to test this out, I created a simple pipeline using Nifi that would ingest data in CSV format, and this is just random USGS earthquake data I pulled online. It's going to ingest this data. It's going to split this into rows of text, convert those rows of text into JSON format, and that data is going to take two paths. One path is to test our ingest to Elastic via Nifi. The other is to be able to populate our SQL database via Nifi. So we're going to go ahead and run this process group and check our outputs. Give it a couple seconds to run and process some data. Okay, that should be a good sample size. We'll go ahead and stop the process group, and then we'll check our outputs. So the first thing we want to check is that our index has been created in Elastic. So we'll go to our Elastic, and we'll reload our indexes. And we'll notice here that our earthquake stats index has been populated. And now we can go ahead and use this index, check our mappings. These mappings can be manipulated as you see fit for your application. You can also use this index data and use Kibana to be able to parse all the header information and data pertinent to those headers and be able to search those fields. We can also use Kibana to create a simple dashboard. In this case, I'll just create a simple pie chart using the magnitude data that we got in from that data set. So I'll go ahead and drop that in, select pie chart, and now we have visually displayed here all the different magnitude levels and percentages from that data set coming in from Nifi. So this confirms our ingest from Nifi into Elasticsearch. Now we'll go ahead and confirm that our SQL database has been also populated with this data set. So I have a database viewer here, and I have created an earthquakes table with the pertinent header information for this data set. And if I run this query, it's going to go ahead and populate the data coming in from Nifi into my SQL database here. So just wanted to show you some progress here on what we were talking about last week, being able to integrate Elasticsearch, Kibana, and in this case I also included SQL database. So